Sean, I love the sketchbook cutaways in the first act. I thought it really gave the film a really fun style. Can you speak to using those to show both Orion's anxiety and his overall imagination?
It's a thing that we see in animated films a lot, but I was really excited about the idea of making Orion's drawings look genuinely like it's drawn by a 10, 12-year-old kid, and I think we accomplished that. I think it feels really authentic to a kid's drawings, and it. I love the multimedia that we have in the film. We have 2D sort of like Brave Little Toaster looking animation at one point with the recycling commercial. We have the sketchbook drawings that are 2D, and then we have the film that's CG. So I think that having all those multimedia moments are cool, and I love the boiling thing on the line too, because I when I was growing up, there was Bill Plimpton was really famous for doing sort of this like boiling line thing, and I think it was just an exciting opportunity to showcase work on the film that felt like it was actually genuinely from the main character, which is cool.
Yeah, for sure. And Peter, Charlie Kaufman wrote the script, and I'm such a huge fan of his. How did working with that as the base come about, and uh, how was it working on something that fans might not expect from him, but you can definitely feel it as the film goes on, and it's definitely his.
Yeah, I mean, Sean and I are huge fans of Charlie's work. We talked about it all the time. I studied Charlie's scripts when I went to film school, and so he got this wonderful book from Emma Yarlett, this Orion the Dark high concept, and I think he really sank his teeth into it. And this was years ago, and he produced, then a couple drafts of the script, which he just expanded that world. And I think he's so strong in the kids space, and I really hope he continues a little bit more in the kids space, because his whimsy and his just creativity and the expansion he can do to really anything with introducing these new ideas but then tying them up so brilliantly. I think he's kind of perfect for this, and he brings a little bit of an edge to it that you want. So it's not your stock animated fare anymore. I think he brings it to a different level, but also most importantly with the main character. He's able to explore main characters in this and in his other works that are extremely real and extremely complex, and I think you don't always get that in animation. So my hope and my dream is that he continues in the kids space for sure, at least in the family space.
And then, Sean, I love the meta element of the dad telling his daughter a story. What was most fun about playing with those layers that the story has?
Surprising the audience. I think that that's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite thing as a filmmaker is creating something and then doing something that the audience is not ahead of, is not expecting. It might take them a minute or two to figure out what's going on. I think those are things that in the animated film space are people freak out, worry about. Like, what? They're gonna not be ready for that, and I'm like, yes, that's what I want. That's gonna be exciting for them, and so I would say to just keep the film as surprising as it is it's a real treat, and I feel like the audience appreciates that they're not sure what's going to happen next. I think that's really cool.